Some fruits have a way of sneaking under the radar, quietly growing in yards and forgotten corners, waiting for someone to notice their magic. Today, I'm going to reveal 4 forgotten fruits that pretty much take care of themselves and give you flavors that bring back a wave of nostalgia. Fruits your grandparents loved but somehow disappeared from modern gardens. You won't believe how easy and rewarding they are. Welcome back to Gardens Heaven, the place where we make gardening simple, fun, and budget-friendly. Whether you've been with us for a while or this is your first visit, I'm glad you're here. Stick around because what I'm about to share might just change your backyard forever. Before we jump into the fruit goldmine, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a lazy gardener's secret. If you're excited about growing delicious fruit with almost no effort, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. I'd love to hear which fruit you're most excited to try. Plant 1. Pawpaw is America's largest native fruit you probably walked past without noticing. Its greenish-yellow fruit looks tropical, but it's 100% homegrown magic. The flavor is a creamy blend of banana, mango, and melon, and the best part, pawpaws practically grow themselves once you plant a young tree in rich, well-drained soil. No fancy care or chemical fertilizers needed. Just water it when it's dry, and watch it reward you with sweet, custardy fruits each fall. One thing that makes pawpaw a lazy gardener's dream is that it thrives in shade, unlike most fruit trees that demand full sun. This means even if your yard has a few shady corners, you can still enjoy a mini harvest every year. And because pawpaws are native, they're naturally resistant to pests and diseases that usually plague store-bought fruits. You're literally getting the kind of garden fruit that your grandparents might have picked in their backyard decades ago. Harvesting pawpaw is simple too. The fruits ripen in late summer to early fall, and you'll know they're ready when they give slightly to gentle pressure and smell sweet. No fussing with pruning, spraying, or tricky pollination techniques. For pollination, plant 2 different varieties near each other, and nature takes care of the rest. Bees and wind do the job while you sit back and enjoy the show. Here's a bonus tip for the pawpaw lovers. Don't compost the seeds immediately. They can be stored in a cool, moist place and planted next season to grow new trees. In fact, pawpaws are perfect for creating a small, self-sustaining orchard in your backyard that keeps giving year after year with minimal effort. Plant 2. Serviceberries are tiny jewel-like fruits that pack a punch in flavor and nostalgia. They look like blueberries, but have a more complex taste, a hint of almond mixed with a sweet berry flavor. What makes them perfect for the lazy gardener is that serviceberries grow on small shrubs or trees that thrive with very little care. Once planted in a sunny or partially shady spot, they'll start producing fruit in just a few years, and birds will help themselves too, so expect some natural garden entertainment along the way. These shrubs are incredibly low maintenance. Serviceberries are hardy, resistant to most pests, and can tolerate a variety of soils as long as there's good drainage. Unlike common fruits like apples or peaches, you won't need to spray them constantly or deal with finicky grafting techniques. They're essentially nature's way of rewarding patience without demanding too much from you. Harvesting serviceberries is simple and fun. The berries ripen in late spring to early summer, turning a deep blue when they're ready. You can eat them fresh, bake them into pies, or turn them into jams. And because they're smaller fruits, picking them can feel like a treasure hunt, an easy and satisfying reward for your minimal effort. Here's a bonus tip. Serviceberries also make beautiful fall shrubs with brilliant orange-red leaves, so even when they're not fruiting, they add charm and color to your garden. Plant a few along a pathway or fence line, and you'll have a garden that looks good and feeds you too, with almost zero stress. If you're enjoying these forgotten fruits, and realizing just how effortless and rewarding backyard gardening can be, take a moment to hit that like button. It really helps support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a lazy gardener's treasure like this. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these fruits are you most excited to grow in your own backyard? Let me know below, and let's get the conversation started. Plant 3. American persimmon. American persimmons are the sweet treasures of fall that many gardeners forget about. These small orange fruits pack a honey-like sweetness when fully ripe, and the trees themselves are tough, low maintenance, and surprisingly self-sufficient. Once planted in well-drained soil and given some space to grow, persimmons will reward you every autumn with a bountiful harvest. No complicated pruning or chemical sprays required. Persimmon trees are incredibly hardy and adapt well to a variety of climates, making them perfect for gardens across the USA. They're drought-tolerant once established and resistant to most common pests, which means less work for you and more natural fruit for your family. Because they're native to North America, these trees blend perfectly into your backyard landscape and offer a hint of nostalgia for anyone who remembers them from childhood. Harvesting persimmons is straightforward, though timing is key. The fruits need to be fully soft before eating. Otherwise, they're astringent. But once they reach that perfect melt-in-your-mouth stage, they're worth every wait. You can enjoy them fresh, bake them into breads or puddings, or even dry them for long-lasting treats, a versatile fruit that fits right into any lazy gardener's routine. Here's a bonus tip. Plant 2 different persimmon varieties for better pollination and bigger yields. Once established, they'll practically take care of themselves and continue producing fruit for decades. With minimal effort, you can have a tree that not only feeds you, but also becomes a beautiful long-lasting centerpiece in your garden. Plant 4. Ground Cherry Physalis. Ground cherries are tiny golden fruits tucked inside delicate papery husks, almost like nature's little treasures. They have a sweet tropical flavor with a hint of pineapple, and what makes them ideal for lazy gardeners is that they often self-seed year after year. Plant them once, and they'll pop up in surprising corners of your garden, sometimes in places you didn't even plan for, giving you free unexpected fruit every season. These plants thrive in full sun with well-draining soil, but are otherwise very low maintenance. They're resistant to most pests and diseases, which means you spend less time spraying and more time enjoying their vibrant, tangy fruits. Ground cherries also grow well in containers, raised beds, or along garden edges, making them versatile for any backyard setup, big or small. Harvesting ground cherries is simple and fun. When the husk turns brown and the fruit falls naturally to the ground, it's ready to eat. You can enjoy them fresh, add them to salads, make jams, or even roast them for desserts. Their small size makes them perfect for snacking straight from the garden, a rewarding treat for minimal effort. Here's a bonus tip. Allow some of the plants to dry naturally in their husks, then save the seeds for next season. You'll find that your garden will continue producing these golden gems year after year, almost like magic, with very little work from you. Ground cherries are truly a lazy gardener's goldmine, giving flavor, nostalgia, and joy with nearly zero hassle. And there you have it, 4 forgotten fruits that practically grow themselves and bring a touch of nostalgia and flavor back to your garden. From the creamy sweetness of pawpaw to the tiny golden treasures of ground cherries, these fruits prove that gardening doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Sometimes the best rewards come from simply letting nature do its thing. If you enjoyed discovering these hidden gems and want more lazy gardener tips that make your backyard a little slice of paradise, make sure you subscribe to Garden's Heaven and click the bell so you never miss a video. Every week, we bring your ideas that save time, money, and effort while keeping your garden thriving and beautiful. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these fruits are you most excited to try in your garden? Or maybe you already grow one of them. Share your experiences in the comments below. Your stories and tips help everyone in our Garden's Heaven community learn and grow together. Thank you for watching. And remember, gardening is meant to be joyful, not stressful. Start small, embrace the forgotten treasures, and watch your backyard turn into a magical, self-sustaining haven. See you in Test the Thex next video.